What's up with your butt up? What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the long-awaited, oh my god, first time in forever, Ask Nikki. One of my OG series that I had going on was called Tell It Like It Is. And I stopped doing it for a while because people be sensitive. I'm not here to fight about my opinion. I have been asked for my mediocre advice. What makes me qualify? I don't know. I really don't know. It's like coming to your crazy cousin or your crazy tia for advice. That's essentially what this is. Put this Google form up in December. Listen, I'm so sorry. And hopefully my advice 2 months later will help. If not you, somebody else. Y'all let me know what y'all think and how y'all feeling. But for me personally, I think that we might need an Ask Nikki like every other week. We'll see how today goes. Let's just dip our toe in the water and just see how it goes, okay? I don't have many rules when it comes to my Ask Nikkis, but what I will say, that I will not answer your question if you have some crazy, simple shit like, do you think he likes me?
What do you think I should do? He's not talking to me.
This is the place that I want you guys to be able to come with like some hard questions that you might be a little bit nervous to ask your parents or like even your siblings. I might make fun of you here and there. Please don't get your feelings hurt. Know that I'm always coming from a good place. And without further ado, let's get into this Ask Nikki. Hey Nikki, hey girl. There's something that's been weighing pretty heavily on me recently, and I think that from following you for years now, you may be able to help me a bit with this. Okay, let's see. I'm an immigrant. I left my home country when I turned 18 and was kind of bouncing around for a while. I moved to the States when I was 21. Through that time, I always kept putting off going to college because obviously work was my main priority. Starting over in a new country meant I had no safety net, so saying that I was going to put school first instead of work was unfortunately not a luxury I could afford. Since moving here, I decided that I do want to go to school, but again, I just can't afford the luxury of working less to be able to go to school. I just turned 23 recently and I've been feeling so behind. I have a corporate job that I can't really climb on anymore because I don't have a degree. Whenever I try to meet people or date, it makes me so embarrassed because most people my age already have a degree, are in a better position than me, and it makes me feel like they look down on me. I feel like life is flying by me. I keep getting older and I keep trying to find a way to still pay my bills, but also start working towards my dream, but it feels like a battle I can't seem to win and I feel so stuck. I see friends that I went to high school with that stayed in my home country and they seem to be doing so much better and seem to be way more into their careers, and it just makes me wonder if I made a mistake leaving in the first place. I know you've talked before about having to put work before school and trying to navigate through all of that, so I figured you might be able to understand where I'm coming from. I love you and I wish you and your family the most beautiful holiday season, girl. I know. First of all, I love you and I love this question, so let's get into it. I have always been very forward about the fact that I chose to work over my education, and it really wasn't a decision. It was more like I had no other choice because, again, like our girl here, I did not have the luxury of choosing school. The circumstances that I was in was definitely a lot different. I don't know what it's like to, be a part of a new country. I don't even know if English is their first language. The only thing that I can pull from as far as like experience with that is not my own, it's my best friend's, and just kind of listening to her experience coming to this country and having to really put her shit together in a place that's foreign to her. I have a lot of respect for that. And firstly, 23, you were still a baby. And I remember being your age, and when people would say that to me, I'd be like, bitch, I am grown. I'm gonna try not to be like so Hallmarkish with this. Everybody has a different path. You're not misunderstanding the situation. When people typically hear about your educational background and they don't hear four-year college or a degree or whatever the case may be, they automatically link that to a lack of intelligence. Then they will try to treat you or like underhanded comments.
I don't like you didn't go to college, that's crazy.
I used to feel so seen. I used to feel so ashamed. Throughout the entire message that you sent me, you kept using it seems. It seems, it seems. It seems like they have a better life. It seems like they have it all together. The key word being seems. It may seem like a lot of things. And more oftentimes than not, it ain't even half of what you think it is, for real. They will mask all their problems. And it seems like a lot of glitz and glam and like, oh, this is so great. But then when you get into the meat and potatoes, they actually don't know what they're doing in school. They just felt pressured by their parents, and now they're in, majoring in something that they're not passionate about. I can't tell you how many of my friends have gone to college, and so many of them regret what they got their degree in, or aren't even using their degree at all. I'm not saying that school isn't a smart choice. I'm saying that it's not a smart choice for everyone. This whole facade needs to be squashed immediately. If you need your degree to do what you're doing in your field, fantastic. But if your life is taking a completely different trajectory, school is not mandatory. It's just not. Y'all, I know so many people, and I mean no shade, no tea. All the shade on the motherfucking tea. Do you know how many people that I know in my regular schmegular life that went to college and they can't spell? They're over here posting on Instagram stories and they don't know how to spell. Don't let nobody make you feel bad about that. Your trajectory of your life is your own. So whatever it is that you are doing, be proud of that. Hey, like if you're going on dates or you're trying to make friends and this comes up, I wish that I would have had somebody to tell me to do this when I was younger, because I was so ashamed. Oh, shame. I didn't go to college. I didn't get my degrees the way that I wanted to. I didn't get myself into financial debt that I couldn't afford. People actually respond better to real and rawness. Y'all know this. That's why, y'all pick the creators that you pick to follow based on how genuine they are, or based on how they connect with you as a person. And you would be surprised when you're actually like a human being with people and you're like, yo, like I would love to go to school. I just don't have the opportunity right now. I don't have the money right now. I gotta pay my bills. Like I don't have no backing. Let's tackle what you're feeling when it comes to like the ceiling that you're feeling with your job. How much like networking really helps when it comes to growth. Even if you don't have a degree, and I'm speaking from experience, and I've told you guys this before, I have literally been told by my HR directors or my HR managers that I had beaten out girls that had degrees. And the reason why is because experience is so much more valuable. I don't care how you spin it. I have literal testimony of this fact, and I've seen it time and time again. And this is another reason why a lot of my friends who did go to four-year college or, went to their university and just was a student full time, they lost out on 4 or 5 years of experience that I was gaining while they were in a classroom. If you feel like you've hit the ceiling, great. Talk to your upper management and let them know what you're feeling, and you feel like you can handle more. You make up for your lack of formal education with hands-on experience. And I know where you're at right now, and I remember just feeling so frustrated because I was like, I just want to go to school. I just want to go to school. Life is crazy like that, and God really has different plans for each one of us. Don't let nobody make you feel ashamed of the situation that you were put in and what you had to go through to get to where you are now. That is nothing to be ashamed of. I'm telling you right now. And I'm over here talking about I'm not gonna be long-winded. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Should I go off on my ex and his mother, or keep ignoring them? I'm a freshman in college and found your channel when I was in middle school. You helped me go through my first heartbreak, and I love your channel since it's such a comforting place. Thank you so much. Speaking of my first heartbreak, my senior year in high school, I was dating a family friend. Ooh. So he was a junior at the time, and it was so beautiful and innocent from June till about the beginning of December. I go to Mexico every December, and sometimes the cell service isn't great. That's true. I let him know this, and I didn't think it would be too much of an issue, but he started getting really jealous about me going to carnivals with my family. Rude because of his jealousy, to the point where I would cry on my vacation instead of spending time with my family. I knew he was the shy, insecure type, but he was always so sweet to me till I left to Mexico. I would spend hours upon hours reassuring him, and I believe it caused him to expect me to accommodate every single complaint or issue he had, whether it be reasonable or not. I say this because when I got back, he was so different to me. He was super jealous of everything and everyone I was associated with, even though he knew I was always the type to set boundaries with the small circle of people I surround myself with. There was this one time where he said something which insulted me so much. I spent a lot of time with the assistant soccer coach, a male, 25. Mind you, was an extremely professional guy who never showed any inappropriate signs. Since I was in soccer myself and worked as a hall monitor alongside him, mind you, this was never just one-on-one, it was always in a group. Anyways, my ex said, I heard a rumor he's getting fired for messing around with the girls here. I said, what, that's weird. And he said, yeah, I bet you would know. He tried to play it off like a joke, but I knew what he meant. We ended up breaking up, and I'm the type to block him on everything, so I did. Fast forward, a week later, his friends are posting, hit him up, he's single. And my cousins didn't know about the breakup, so they started asking me questions, and so I told them about the split. They continued to show me things on TikTok. My ex would repost like stupid future quotes, acting like he was such a player and whatnot. I was healing during this whole time, but suddenly about a month and a half later, he texted me on his Facebook, which I knew he didn't have prior to our breakup. I blocked him off of it, but then his mom texted me saying that he wanted to talk to me and copied and pasted his Facebook message. I said thanks and went on about my day. He's texted me through his friends' numbers, Instagram accounts, fake numbers. He even came to my house to put a note on the windshield basically telling me to talk to him again and that he loved me and a whole lot of BS. I've never wanted to respond or anything, but I do sometimes have to fight the urge to go off on him completely, and especially his mother, who keeps texting me till this day. Thank you so much for your time. I love you. So your question is, should I go off on my ex and his mother or keep ignoring them? Keep ignoring them. Next. Don't pay attention to the foolery. The whole like coming around your house, that's freaking weird. Call the police. Like, you don't know I do not know what state of mind he is in because he is off his rocker. You will get arrested in my front yard with all my neighbors looking at you, and I will be filming it. Okay. Hey, Nikki, this is about my love life. Why am I not surprised? I'm 21. I've been in love with this boy since I was 18. We met at work and we started talking for about 2 months before things went left. Ooh. When I met him, I just got out of what I thought was a serious relationship at the time, and I had a lot of trust issues. So one night we were talking in my car, we started to make out. Nothing else happened that night, but the next day at work, I was super nervous to see him because I didn't know how to go about things due to my trust issues. I didn't want to ask the question of what are we, but I could feel myself catching feelings. I ended up getting so in my head, thinking that he was ignoring me and going to hurt me, that I completely ghosted him. About 2 weeks later, he sat down with me and asked me what was going on. I told him I thought he was ignoring me, and he told me I was the one ignoring him. We talked about it, and he was so upset because he claimed if he never came to talk to me, we would have never spoke again. He felt I was being immature. After that, we remained friends, but nothing more. It's been almost 3 years, and I can't help but think everything is my fault. I told him how I felt a year ago, and he told me he was dealing with grief and wasn't ready for a relationship. I ended up leaving the job, and we remained cordial with each other, checking up on each other every now and then. I always wanted more. Fast forward to now, we're working together again. But we work in different departments. He comes to visit my department every time I'm working to say hi, but he keeps it very surface. I find myself always reaching out to him to make plans, and he agrees but never reaches out to me first. I want to tell him how I feel, but due to him not showing the same feelings that he used to, I'm afraid he'll turn me down, and I feel like I'm chasing. He's the person who makes me want better for myself, and he's always encouraging me to be better. Should I move on or try again, Nikki? By the way, you've helped me in so many ways. I know you get that a lot, but if you're reading this, I just want to say thank you. You guys are so fucking sweet to me. Thank y'all so much. I'm not gonna lie, my stubborn ass, I would not be done. We are not done until I say we're done, sir. Hold on. Now, I'm not telling you to like, be all like desperate. No. You gotta like play this cool. You gotta play it cool, calm, and collected, okay? I'm just like, I just love. And I understand where you're coming from, because when you come out of a relationship that like really broke you, or like broke your heart or hurt your feelings, I had trust issues up the yin yang. You hear me? I put David through it. My pride was a huge hurdle that I had to learn how to get over, because if my pride would cause me to act like you don't exist no more. And if like the person did not like care enough about this situation, then like I would just never speak to them again. And I had such a bad habit. Now, if y'all remembers, I called it the gift of goodbye. Called it the gift of goodbye because, if I got a whiff of you being shady, or I did, a lot of times I misinterpreted things, or like it was literally my pride. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I did not like feeling like I had to beg in any way, shape, or form. I know I'm a fantastical person. They may have just been having an off day, or they may be going through their own thing. I never allowed like a reason. My advice to you now, probably old boy has a little bit of trust issues with you. How would you have wanted him to respond? When you ghosted him, how were you wanting him to respond? Because a lot of times when we ghost somebody and our feelings are involved, like in the back of our mind, we're like, oh my God, please reach out to me. Please, like, just make it right, because my pride is just getting in the way, right? So let's just say now, if this boy got trust issues with you, what would you have wanted him to do in that position? Had it gone a different way, maybe you should try that. He just doesn't know how to read you, you know? And I know, because I've done this same shit too, and I've had to like understand the way that my actions or lack of action has affected other people until I got older and started maturing. Now, you know, I'm not as quick. It depends. There's something fate happening with the fact that you guys work together again. To me, it seems like he kind of left the door open, like the timing was off, but definitely there's something here. So maybe you just need to be a little bit patient, okay? And really give him the patience and understanding that you wish that he would have given you when you were going through what you were going through, and like just shut everything down. Definitely don't beg, don't be desperate or anything. You know, just baby step him and give him a little bit of time. If you feel like you're reaching out a lot right now, just consider it a making up for all the times that you didn't reach out. My friend, we'll call her A, always hangs up on me to talk to her sneaky links. We'll be FaceTiming and I'm venting to her, and then the second I get that last word out, she's like, okay, now that you're done, I gotta go and call so-and-so. I've told her how that makes me feel, because it makes me feel like she doesn't want to actually listen to me or anything. Find somebody else to talk to. It's not even your man. It's your sneaky link. You got me messed up. You got me messed up. You're supposed to be my friend. You can get beepy at any time. I'm your best friend. You better listen to what I gotta say, girl. You better find somebody else. Nikki, hey girl. I've been a Glamour since 2016, and you're the only YouTuber who I've consistently watched for 7 years. That is wild and very just like touching. Crazy, because when I started watching you, I was a junior in high school, and now I'm married and a mother. Oh, my heart. So even though you've been a part of my life for so long, my husband never knew anything about you. I never mentioned to him about who you were or about your videos. This is about me? Girl, you got my heart going a million miles a minute. What did I do? Mainly because I watch your videos when I'm alone. I'm a stay-at-home mom / housewife, so whenever I'm getting things done around the house is when I watch your videos. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I decided to join your OF to watch your cushion crimes and story times. And as you know, OF isn't like YouTube. In order to be able to watch their content, you have to create an account first. So I did just that, and I solely created my account so that I can watch all of your true crime and other series that aren't on YouTube. Not trying to see people en cuerda on there. So when I made the account, I didn't mention anything to my husband either, because I didn't think it was a big deal. To me, it's like watching you as if it was on YouTube. It's just on another platform. Yesterday, my husband was on my phone, and when he opened up to Safari, the first thing that was on there was the OnlyFans. What's this? And a serious voice. No. Oh my God. Now, of course, I didn't freak out or anything because I have nothing to hide on there. So very calmly, I was like, oh, that's OnlyFans. Then he asked why I was on there. So your girl had quite some explaining to do. I told him how I've been watching you for years and that there are certain things that you can't post about on YouTube, so that's why it's on OnlyFans. I showed him your videos on there to prove so. Then I explained to him that's the only reason why I have an account on there, and I'm not here to post anything. I don't even have a profile pic on there because, like I said, I'm not here to post those type of things or watch anyone else that does. He got mad at me for that, and he said that it was still suspicious. I reassured him multiple times that he has nothing to worry about, but he was still mad. He told me he wants me to delete my account. I told him I didn't want to because you mean so much to me and I love your cushion crimes. Because I told him I didn't want to, he said, okay then. And then he starts clicking on random girls' pages that are free to subscribe to, and he starts checking out girls' sexy pics. Of course, that made me upset, and I let him know how I don't like him checking out other females. He for real tried blaming this on me. Well, you're the one with the account, so just like how you are subscribed to someone on here, I can too. Of course, I was like, this is not the same thing. I told you multiple times that she does not post anything like that on here. Turned into this big argument, and he said that until I delete the account, he is not going to stop looking at other women. So I don't know what to do. No matter what I say or do, he won't talk to me until I delete the account. But that would mean to stop watching your content, and you mean so much to me. I really don't want to stop watching you. I know I should have been more honest about it from the beginning and let him know about the OF when I created it. But again, I didn't think it was a big deal. So yes, it was my mistake there, but I don't understand why he's mad. He has nothing to worry about. Is he overacting, and what would you do? Also, sorry if this is kind of awkward for you, but I would really like your advice on this. I have gone through a roller coaster of emotions. I'm gonna be honest with you. I understand where your man is coming from with, like, you know, just the communicative part. I forget that that platform is made for that. I do not go on that platform for any other reason besides y'all and to post my own content. My whole account was shadow banned for years because of the content that just wasn't allowed on here anymore. Also, I do have my cushion crime, which is self-explanatory. I'm trying to choose my words wisely because I love y'all and I don't want to cause no issues. To use this situation as an excuse though, to look at other women in a sexual way, looking at sexy pictures and stuff is uncalled for. I get this a lot. A lot of my homegirls and a lot of my home skillets on here, they don't really, you know, I got like a good amount of them that tell their mans about me, and then I got a good amount of y'all that just don't. I think that you guys have different reasons for why y'all do what you do. I'm really, like, that really upset me. That really upset me because I know that it upset you, because that would piss me the fuck off. Where's the line though? Where's the boundary? You know, David and I were having this conversation just the other night, dude. We went out on a date night, and you know, we always end up at 7-Eleven to get, like, you know, little snacks on the way home. So we're sitting in the parking lot of 7-Eleven, and, like, you know, we just talk about everything, how so much has changed on Twitter or X, right? I don't know what it is, but it is so sexually charged on that app that I feel almost like guilty opening it up just to post my things. That's why you don't see me on X a whole lot. I'm trying to, like, transfer over to Threads because it is so saturated with content like that, and to each their own. It's just not my thing. And I know that there are things that come across his timeline, there are things that come across my timeline. Where's the boundary though? That's a part of being in a relationship, that you gotta fucking trust your person. I'm not gonna sit up there and tell him you need to delete that shit, because I know what's on there, and I know, like, how that platform is turning. I have all the reason in the world to say that if you really think about it. You didn't cower away from the question. Like, you had, you know, an answer for every one of his questions. You showed him everything that you needed to show him. I'm here, hey, what's up? Let me tell you something. If it is gonna cause issues in your relationship, please, I love you. You do not have to do that, okay? I will have more content here for you guys to access. Please don't fight about it in your relationship. It's really not worth it, and I don't wanna cause any issues for y'all. I love y'all so much. I just think that it's bullshit. All of a sudden, now I'm just gonna look at other girls. Like, where is the man in this situation? Hello? Do y'all see a man here? I don't understand. It's not same. You're comparing apples to oranges. I'm gonna keep it there before I start talking out the side of my neck, because y'all know how I can get. I really hope that y'all can talk this out without acting out against each other, because that's not smart. You don't want to end up doing things or saying things that you can't take back. I did not have to go there. I'm not absolving you of your part in it. Like, I really wish that you would have told him. And, like, that's why, like, tell y'all's mans about me, okay? I am not the Sancha. I am not the side chick. Like, tell them, like, this is, like, the person that has helped me get. I know that it's an awkward conversation. Y'all think that I don't know? I know. I've literally seen this happen in my face, where I have glamazons that meet me in real life, and their man is there looking at them sideways, like, who is this? And they try to explain my place. You had to have been there, kind of thing. You know, I've been on here for so long. We've developed a rapport. Everybody has their own interests, and like, I'm so sorry. That really, like, just threw my ass for a loop. I want you guys to deal with each other with love. If he needs more openness from you, I understand that, but, like, lashing out at each other is like the worst thing that you can do. And I just want you guys to handle each other with love. I want you guys to handle each other with compassion and understanding and grace. That was quite a bit, y'all. That was quite a bit. There was a lot of roller coaster, a lot of emotions, and I knew it. I am so excited to have this series back. I hope you guys are too. I will also leave the link to the Google form if you guys are interested in being a part of my next Ask Nikki. Really appreciate you guys, every single one of y'all that come and chill with me and check out my videos. I really, really appreciate you, and just let me know where I can help, where you guys need me. I'll be back in a few days with some more content for y'all. I love you, but God loves you infinitely more, and I will see your fine self in my next video. Peace out, y'all.